If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Bitcoin update today. Alright, so on the Discord I do see this Bitcoin shorts across various exchanges shared by a member, and do join our Discord. It's totally free to join. And so they do have Binance, which is, you can see the number of shorts on Binance is a little bit too much. It's almost like a neutral number. On OKX, people are longing Bitcoin. If you look at Deribit, there's a lot of people are not really longing Bitcoin. They're trying to short Bitcoin. And then you have Bitfinex. And then you have DYDX, that is a decentralized exchange, longing Bitcoin with 78% of the numbers. Now, if you actually add up all of this number together, it seems like the number of longs is way more than the number of the shorts, actually. So the liquidity is to the downside, guys. I do see, more people are trying to get bullish on Bitcoin at the moment. Doesn't look like Bitcoin is interested to give a win to those people. Bitcoin doesn't work like that. And at the moment, it's been, even on the 4-hour time frame, it's been a bearish divergence. You can see that this right over here is lower highs right there, and then you have higher highs right over here. So for me personally, Bitcoin still looks to be trapped inside this range that actually comes with the decision until 21 March. So still relaxed. I don't know, it's going to take some time. I think it's going to be pretty boring at the moment. However, the last time you had this one particular area, you had one support right here, second support there, third one here, fourth one right there, and you had your move to the downside, came up here, and you have one failure, second failure as well. So these are two failures at the moment. Could it do for the third time once again and then go down? This is also another thing to consider. However, I'm interested to see if Bitcoin can, break above this trend line. And in my opinion, it's important to break above the trend line with a big volume, backtest the trend line, and then maybe start to actually target that $32,000 and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and speaking of 32,000, I'm going to open up this in a different exchange so that we can talk about it. I do remember telling you $32,000 is what makes sense. I know, I remember that, and I'm going to tell you what's up. Now, if I go into the monthly time frame, if you look at Bitcoin at the moment, you do have Bitcoin ending up closing February with a decisive doji. So the problem is, I'm going to tell you, the problem is that this is a straight line. You're still not breaking that resistance yet. That's the problem. Otherwise, you can see this is a bullish pattern, by the way. Do you see that? That's a bullish pattern. But the focus is, look at this. The focus is on where exactly you had your doji, decisive doji. Okay? It's still under the resistance. You see, it was in the middle of the month that I was telling you that if break is happening, yeah, we went to 25,000 actually. The break did happen. Unfortunately, it just ended up being a quick wick, and then how did the closing happen? Because you have to wait for the closing. You have to wait for that candle to be closed. It can flash green as much as it wants during the middle of the month. But what really matters is when that candle is going to close, that's when we count things. And unfortunately, the closing wasn't so beautiful. And here's another scenario that I'm thinking of, and that is, if it didn't happen now, then it only makes sense to see it coming down to the lowest trend line and potentially down to even $13,000. If they want to extend this thing, I'm actually going to count the wicks. So if you consider the wicks down there, but I'm just going to leave it with the body here just to get a rough idea. So what if they decided to have an extended right angle descending broadening wedge? By the way, let's do this. So I'm going to talk about right angle descending broadening wedge so that you may get the whole context of how the pattern really works. Okay, so this is your pattern here. I've showed you before that you do have a very, very, very straight line, and then you have a descending line, how the prices are descending to the downside. So you do have your straight line, which is up here, which is not getting broken. You can see the doji is what we had as in February, and this started back in June 2000 or July 2022. Now the question is, can a very big, boring until summers, maybe, probably until summers, the bears can disturb us until summers, only and only if you see this being a very continued move to the downside all the way to $13,000, and I think I will end up grabbing another buying opportunity here. So from there to there, the cool part is, even if the prices go down, the pattern is bullish. Do you get the point? On an overall picture, if you sum up the whole story, you still have a bullish pattern, which actually has chances like this. You come down, you touch this line, just like you would, make another move down like this here, and maybe make a double bottom like this again, and then finally in the future start a bull run from there and break to the upside, go up, and try to move as high as you can. And it does make sense. I'm going to tell you why it makes sense. All right, let's talk about this. This is the only thing that probably really makes sense to me. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elliott wave theory 5. And then this could be A, B, and a C correction, move to the upside as well. So you do come down here, and the cool part, look again, is if you break out here, right? If you break up here, you do have chances to break up this early. If you break up early now, then you have like even 34,000 displayed on the card. But if you came down here, not only do you get discounts, but you also break with a bigger target. So from there to there, the target also shows you that it would be interested to go to $41,000 in the future. I'm kind of actually now interested for Bitcoin to even drop down after seeing what is being shown on the charts at the moment. So that's pretty much it for this update right now. Once again, come on Discord, join our Discord. I'm pretty much sharing things for you, and I think it's pretty empty over here. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.